We found this beanbag in our basement. Thank you, neighbor who didn't want it. This video is for my first Patreon after my dad who signed up to Patreon. Since it's our Patreon anniversary, I'm making special personalized videos. Aunty Sunita asked me a question which I thought is wow. Let me read it to you. She said, congratulations, thank you. Her topic is having vision in personal life, home, job, financially, health-wise, and attaching faith with it. That took me a few minutes, honestly, but it is such a crucial, it is the stumbling block of faith when you can see what is not matching with faith. When you see a bill for which you don't have money in your bank for. When you see a disability in yourself for which the thing you're called to do requires you not to have. Our sight of the lack of the disability is what makes it hard to have faith. Let's revisit the faith verse. Faith is the confidence in what we hope for and assurance of what we do not see. When I brought my brother Vihan into these videos, I spoke of in one of the videos, and I link it, that it is Vihan's lack of vision that enables him to have the childlike faith that he does. It's that same lack of vision which enables him to ask us for a yellow shirt with a blue collar and a blue design at the bottom, because even when we tell him, yo, we can see that it is not there in the store, he says, no, it is there. And this is not the kind of faith I'm encouraging in y'all, but the lack of his vision enables him to believe that something exists even when it doesn't. And this really, really helps him in his spiritual life. If he wants to sing, he doesn't care if half the people are not interested or they are sleeping or they're doing something else. He is just singing. He's not looking at people, he's looking at God. He's looking at what his gift is. He's looking at the important things. And that's what faith really is. You are focusing on something unseen because it is something unseen which enables you and I as Christians, and if you're not a Christian, it enables a person who has faith to move forward, to progress in this material world. Now, I'm going to correct myself there. This is not just a material world. This is a world full of things that are unseen. What is love? What are feelings? What are emotions? What is joy? What is happiness? All these things are what everyone is looking for. From the richest to the poorest, everyone's looking for happiness. Everyone's looking for fulfillment. These are unseen things. So it shouldn't be a really complicated thing to have faith. Everyone has faith. We have faith right now that we're not going to drop off the earth, even though we know and we can see on the satellite maps that, because we have this confidence that if we haven't fallen off the earth so far, and if scientists have studied this unseen thing called gravity, which holds us down, we have the faith that we can move on today, move on tomorrow without having this worry. It's just as simple as that. It is not so simple when you get down to the nitty-gritty of it in spiritual life. In our day-to-day life, we are face to face with real, seen things that say, hey, I'm water in a storm, and you can't physically, technically, scientifically walk on my surface. Then Jesus comes along and he's walking on it and he says, Peter, come on over. And for a second, for a few beautiful, magnificent seconds, Peter believes. And he's looking at Jesus. And this is the key. When we look at what is the important being in our spiritual life, it's not about the important thing. It's the important being. We can't just have a goal and be like, my goal is to, say, become a famous songwriter. That's not going to sustain us. Our faith is going to only stand when we look at the person who has saved us, the person for whom we are doing these things. And that is Jesus. For me, that is Jesus. For Aunty Sunita, that is Jesus. I know for a fact that Aunty Sunita does this in her day-to-day life. She just kept declaring God over her entire life. That's where she saw the breakthrough. To look at a situation not going as God promised and declaring his promises over that situation with so much faith that power from the heavens is released and changes things. When Peter looked at Jesus, that's when he had the faith to move forward, because hey, Jesus was walking on water as well, and Jesus had the kindness in his eyes and the confidence in Peter that he could do this. And that was all he really needed. The second he took his eyes off and saw the real, these are not fake things, these are not hallucinations, the real storm, down he goes. If it was possible to walk on water, it wouldn't be faith to walk on water. Faith is something that contradicts. It's a rebellious creation of God, which contradicts what is seen and says, I'm not bound by you. I'm gonna trust my maker, because my maker gave me the ability to overwrite what has been written for his glory. I like the word attach. Initially I was like, wait, no, it should be something that is a habit. But you know what? Faith is not natural. It's not something that's born in, like we're born with it to believe we can walk on water. It's not something we're born with. We have to attach it every day to our real problems. So I want to leave this with you. Faith is something you can't see and it doesn't make sense at all. But if it's in line with God's will, then we can have the confidence to receive it, to receive the end goal of that faith. And if you have some promise from God in your life, or you believe God wants to do a particular thing in your life, go ahead and have the faith that he will do it. Because sometimes that's all Jesus is looking for. Don't think any area is too small to have faith in. Don't feel like you're being carnal minded if you're praying about money, or you're praying about a tiny health thing like a headache or a cold. Don't feel like that. If it's important to you, it's important to God. And especially in personal life, if there's something that's making you sad, have the faith that God is able to comfort you. Even if it's the tiniest thing and you can't tell anyone, put faith that God is able to help you. Thank you, Aunty Sunita, for being a patron, and thank you for this amazing topic. There's so much we can talk about this, but I hope that this was enough food for thought. And if you guys, y'all want to have me make videos for you like this, then just sign up to my Patreon page. I have this special offer going on till the end of May, and you can be a part of it. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, and always strive to be like Jesus.